Did Novatech get charged $50,000 by the state of Wisconsin? And did they also get a cease and desist order from Wisconsin? And lastly, did they share any of this with their loyal following? Anyways, all of that and more coming up in just a moment. Stay tuned. Welcome to the channel. On this channel, what I do most of the time, as per request by my viewers, is I review income opportunities, systems, platforms, even training products. Okay, if it's make money online that you're after, or possibly, stay away from scams, make sure you subscribe and also click on the bell notification icon. Also, if you are looking for a way to help you create a full-time income online, maybe you want to fire your boss, anyways, get access to a powerful opportunity that helped me. Okay, I'm thinking maybe it can help you at any time throughout this video. If you guys are tired of all the bullshit out there, get access to a legitimate way that can help you and system step by step. Just go underneath this video at any time and click on the first link in the description box below to get access. So here we are, Wisconsin Securities Regulator. I'll include a link to this issue underneath this video in the description box below for those of you who need to do more due diligence and research. Okay, so basically, in a nutshell, Novatech got into doo-doo in the state of Wisconsin. They were fined $50,000, as you could see here. Right, that's the case number. You guys, I recommend you go look this up. S-246552. Okay, and also there's a summary order. I'll go through it quickly, but I'm not going to go through everything, or else, we're going to be here for a very long time. This is from the website dfi.wi.gov. Okay, it's legit. You might see some network marketers who are promoting Novatech might say, hey, there's no signature. Yeah, that doesn't matter. This comes from the securities regulator themselves from Wisconsin, sending a notice to the Pedians saying cease and desist or else. Okay, what usually happens in these type of cases, usually the Department of Justice gets on board, because there are so many people now claiming that they've gotten scammed. Right, I'm still seeing, like, in some of the big groups, some of the big Novatech Facebook groups, the people who are promoting, saying, hey, it's legit, we don't know what, some of the liars are staying out there, but we're getting paid every single week. But when I look into it, they're showing, like, bonus account, and that's behind. And to me, that shouldn't matter, because I would say 90% of the people in Novatech are passive income enthusiasts, meaning they're probably people who tried other stuff online and didn't find much success for whatever reason, and they're trying to give it a go and, maybe earn with systems like this, like Novatech. Okay, 90% of them are passive investors, and passive investors, based on what I'm seeing online, most of them, I would say over 90% or more, aren't getting paid their promised ROI since the beginning of this year. Why does that usually happen? Usually happens when network marketing recruitment dries up. With Novatech, there's no proof of any trading. They're claiming to be a legitimate Forex broker, right? And they're not registered. If they were a legitimate Forex broker and they actually had trading, then they would have registered with all of the, states, with the securities regulator, and they would set you guys up for the long term. But at the end of the day, I don't know, the people who are trying to get extra money, a lot of you guys are seeing, like, money on a screen, and then when you try to actually get what you were promised in the beginning, okay, I even seen some weird comments just the other day. Not weird, just maybe I would say new people. Sounds like they're new to the internet, and they're like, oh, you lied, they're paying out. Like, in the beginning, these type of systems try and pay you, right? They want you to keep investing. If I owned a Ponzi, I would try and pay you every penny I could that it was promised to you, because it'll help me if I owned a Ponzi to keep my Ponzi up and running longer, right? But they stop paying when they can't pay you, right? And as Novatech started getting, they got a cease and desist order, or they call it refrain order. They use different words in different places, but it's the same thing, from California. They got fraud warning investor alerts from British Columbia, Canada, Alberta, Canada, Saskatchewan, and even Ontario. And I think I think even Quebec. Okay, I'm not sure about Quebec. I'm just going by memory here. So what happened with Novatech? People started seeing all of the red flags, and they're like, oh my God, this looks like too much risk. We'll go find some other scheme that looks less risky. But at the end of the day, I don't see any revenue like trading coming into these platforms, or else they would register, right? They would register, and then they would have to prove, meaning they had to let like Wisconsin, California, Ontario, British Columbia regulators actually look through their financials and audit them and prove that revenue actually comes from trading, right? Forex, expert results, etc., and not from, network marketing, 2 people going out to get 2 more people, and they go out and get 2 more people, and so on and so forth. Okay, I'm seeing there's another scheme. Someone asked me to review that. I'll look into it later. But a lot of the team leaders who are promoting Novatech seem to be promoting other stuff. And they keep telling you guys, the passive income people, to diversify your portfolio and invest in the 10 different platforms that they're promoting. The reason that some of these, they have like scam influencers on YouTube, people who've taken like legitimate courses in how to market and promote themselves. You can see them, you know who they are, with the big channels, and they're good at speaking, and they use like some type of culture, and they get people, all with their vibe, who vibe with them to invest. And they say stuff like, this is not financial advice, I am not a financial advisor. And then they kind of subliminally go on into giving you advice into basically invest into the schemes that they're promoting. The reason that they promote like 10 is because they don't know which platform is going to end in collapse and exit scam. So they like these type of systems because they don't have to have skin in the game, meaning they don't have to invest. A lot of them are free to join, or very little to invest, and you can start promoting. Okay, so that is the idea with Novatech. Pretend trading, but in truth it's just network marketing. And it's not legit network marketing. It's not, true MLM like Melaleuca, Amway, doTERRA. Even though they do have some schemy network marketing leaders who used to promote those type of systems, and they're like, hey, let's promote stuff like Novatech because it's much easier to get people into the deal when they think that they can just get financial gain from doing nothing. That's not true. You always got to do something. You got to earn it. Got to pay your dues, or else you're going to spin your wheels. Okay. Anyways, let's see what we can find here. Novatech, Cynthia Petian, Eddie Petian are the respondents. That's the case number here. Order to cease and desist. Bullshitting people, basically, is what they're saying. Cynthia Petian, adult female, resident of Florida, with a last known address 1801 North Flagler Drive, apartment 129, West Palm Beach, Florida 33407. Looks like that's the zip code. Cynthia Petian is the founder of Novatech, CEO. Eddie Petian, adult male, Florida, last known address 18, so same address up here, 1801 North Flagler Drive, apartment 129, West Palm Beach, Florida. Eddie is a founder and chief operating officer, COO of Novatech. Novatech Limited, NovatechFX, is a limited liability company with last known business address, Griffith Corporate Center. I don't even think that they actually were paying for an address there, guys. I looked that up. You can find that on my blog. RorySinghReviews.com. So I looked that up, Suite 305. There's a lot of Ponzi schemes. That is just, you can go and rent office space there at Griffith Corporate Center if you have like legitimate businesses. And in this case, there's a lot of scams who use their address for a virtual office address provider. Okay, that is the address they were using, 305. There's a big, these are the red flags that have been around for quite a while. I don't know. I shared it with a lot of my viewers, and a lot of people said, oh, that wasn't important. I think you guys got to pay attention to these red flags. 305, Griffith Corporate Center, actually, you just type that into Google, see what happens. They have a big warning that scammers are using this, especially this Suite 305, pretending that they're there. They weren't even in St. Griffith. They weren't even in St. Vincent, guys. Okay. Conduct. Paul J. DiFrenzo is an adult male of Pennsylvania. This is one of the promoters. So they're not just going after the owners. They seem to be going after top promoters. Eventually they'll start going after everyone if they have enough of a case. Some people ask me to promote these kind of systems. One guy, a friend on Facebook, he's like, hey, Rory, you should just promote these scams because people like them, that's what they want, and just tell them it's a Ponzi. And I'm like, no, I can't because, you know, they keep ending an exit scam. We can't do these things, even if that's what they want. So there's Paul J. DiFrenzo from Pennsylvania, adult male. They seem to be after him as well. None of the respondents have even registered to offer or sell securities with the Division of Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, or the Financial Regulatory Authority, FINRA. Cynthia and Eddie have a long history of bankruptcy and civil judgments, including but not limited to. In about 2011, Cynthia and Eddie filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy in the United States Bankruptcy Court for the Eastern District of New York. And in and about 2019, a debt buyer sued Cynthia Petian in the Circuit Court, the 15th Judicial Circuit in Palm Beach County, Florida, Civil Division for breach of contract and unjust enrichment, alleging that Cynthia had failed or refused to repay a loan. So they seem to have a long history here. In or about July 2018, a mortgage lender sued Eddie Petian and Cynthia in the Circuit Court of the 15th Judicial Circuit in and for Palm Beach County, Florida, Civil Division in an action to foreclose a defaulted mortgage on residential real property held by Eddie Petian and Cynthia Petian. Okay. In or about, oh my God, April 2018, so they are investigating. They're looking up like dirt on the Petians, basically, and it's not looking good. In or about 2018, a credit card issuer sued Cynthia Petian in the Circuit Court of the 15th Judicial Circuit in and for Palm Beach County, Florida, blah, 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 counted state and unjust enrichment. A judgment was entered against Cynthia in the amount of $11,776.55. In or about October 2017, a credit card issuer sued Eddie Petian in the county court in and for Palm Beach County, Florida. For account stated, a judgment was entered against Eddie Petian in the amount of $4,740.56. In 2022, Novatech started holding itself out as a cryptocurrency and foreign exchange currency trading firm which would use investors' funds to trade cryptocurrencies and foreign currencies to generate returns to Novatech investors with higher rates of returns for investors who purchased more expensive investment packages through its website. On or about August 9, 2022, the Central Bank of Russia issued a securities fraud warning against the Pedians. On or about October 11, 2022, British Columbia, on or about November 11th, 2022, D. Renzo posted an advertisement on Craigslist. So the fellow up here, Paul J. DiRenzo. No, I don't know if it's this one guy here. Greater Boston. Oh, there's a picture by Behind MLM. Behind MLM, okay. That's the fellow who was posting on Craigslist, getting people into the scheme. Anyways, guys, doesn't look good for Novatech. I don't want to go through all of this. We're going to be here for a whole year trying to read this stuff. I'll just include a link underneath this description box under the video. You guys can read it for yourself. With Novatech, some of the people are hoping that they're going to come back, and if they are just positive, I would say you guys got scammed. Okay, your money's not. This system, just think about it, relies on network marketing recruitment. There's just not enough people investing into the Ponzi to keep it going. A lot of you guys are getting in here, you're like, oh, we don't have to sponsor, recruit, or build a business. You know, we could just click a button and we don't have to rely on recruitment. But at the end of the day, you still do, but you got to rely on the recruitment of like people recruiting. And then there's still X amount of people who are going to be gullible. I think people are still, there's still finding some gullible people out there. I've even seen one of the affiliates come under one of my videos on Novatech and say, hey, join me here. It's paying out every week. The only thing that they're trying to pay right now, and they're behind, are referral income, right? Not trading accounts, bonus accounts. That's just a load of bullshit. That's just referral income, and they're behind with that. What they should be paying out is passive ROI. And with the Canadians, majority of them are claiming they got scammed. And then I'm seeing in the groups, network marketing leaders saying, hey, everyone's lying, Novatech's legit, nothing bad happened at all. Canadians got paid back every cent. No, that's not true. They got their accounts shut down. But most of them are too embarrassed to say anything about it. But if you go to Trustpilot, you might see a few of them from Canada actually complaining. At the end of the day, with these investment platforms, you're dealing with Ponzi's that are going to give you what you guys want. What you guys want is big money fast, right? Ponzi scheme is the only one that's going to promise you that. And if they're smart, whatever system maybe you're looking into now is going to pay you in the beginning. But they're only up and running for a little while. And usually they can't pay you out for the long term. Not usually, they can't pay you out for the long term. None of these type of investment Ponzi's can't pay you out for the long term because they solely rely on network marketing recruitment. No trading, none of that happening. The only trading that's happening here is trading people. Trading of hopeful, gullible people. You got to be gullible to think that you're going to get 3% every single week for doing nothing. That's just my 2 cents here, guys. I would say stop investing into Ponzi's. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this quick update on Novatech. Anyways, guys, I will see you on the next one. Take care.